Timothée Chalamet attended a Knicks game without Kylie Jenner following the surprising news about the tragic passing away of her hairstylist. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Timothée Chalamet was recently seen watching a New York Knicks game in Los Angeles without his girlfriend Kylie Jenner. While he seemed to be having a good time cheering for his favorite team, Kylie was dealing with something very sad: the passing of her hairstylist and close friend, Guerrero. The actor, who is 29 years old, was seen sitting courtside at the Crypto.com arena during a big game between the New York Knicks and the Los Angeles Lakers. He wasn't alone, as he spent time with another well-known Knicks supporter, Spike Lee. Even though the arena was filled with energy and excitement, Kylie's absence was noticeable, especially since the couple had recently appeared together at the Oscars. But this time, she had a heartbreaking reason for not showing up. Guerrero, who had been Kylie's hairstylist for a long time, sadly passed away in late February. He was only 34 years old. The news of his death was already tragic, but recent reports made the story even more painful. It was said that Jesus looked clearly unwell before he passed. Some people who had been around him noticed that he didn't seem like himself, which has led to more questions about what might have really happened. Timothée and Kylie have been in a relationship for nearly 2 years, and although they usually make public appearances together, this wasn't one of those moments. This wasn't the first time Kylie missed a game where her boyfriend was seen courtside. Back in late January, Timothée was at another Knicks game and was even given a special gift, a jersey worn by Karl Anthony Towns, one of the Knicks' star players. Interestingly, Karl Anthony is currently dating Jordyn Woods, who used to be Kylie's best friend before their friendship ended. So that moment had a lot of history and connections tied to it. Timothée has always been a huge fan of the New York Knicks. He grew up watching the team and still supports them no matter where he is. During the game in Los Angeles, he looked relaxed and happy. He wore a simple white t-shirt with a white jacket and blue jogger pants, showing off a casual and cool style. Spike Lee, who is also a longtime Knicks fan and a famous director, wore a more colorful outfit. He had on a bright orange pair of glasses, a blue and orange Knicks cap, a necklace, and a Knicks sweatshirt with white pants. The two stars were seen talking and shaking hands, clearly enjoying each other's company as they watched the game unfold. The game itself turned out to be very exciting. The Lakers managed to win in overtime, with the final score being 113-109. The intense competition and energy in the arena made it a great match to attend, even though the Knicks lost. Just a week before this game, Timothée had also been seen at the same arena. That time, he was watching a different match between the Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was seen spending time with Rich Paul, who is Adele's fiancé. Kylie wasn't there with him during that game either. Meanwhile, Kylie has been very emotional about the loss of her hairstylist Guerrero. She recently shared her feelings on Instagram, revealing that his death has deeply affected her, even changing how she sleeps. She posted a screenshot that showed a very long phone call with her friend and makeup artist Ariel Tejada. The call lasted more than 7 hours, and over the image, she wrote a message saying that sleeping has become the hardest thing for her lately. She also included a touching note saying, "I love you," directed at Ariel, along with an image of two hugging figures, showing how much she needed comfort during this tough time. There have been more details shared about what Jesus was going through before he died. A report stated that he had lost about 20 pounds and had been complaining of hot flashes and chills. These are signs that something might have been wrong with his health. It was also mentioned that he had started feeling sick as far back as September, but even then, he kept going to work. He continued traveling and working in different places like Dublin, England, and Dubai. That kind of dedication shows how committed he was to his career, even when he wasn't feeling well. As of now, toxicology reports have not yet been completed, so it is still unclear what exactly caused Guerrero's death. However, those close to him have shared that he did not have any history of using drugs or alcohol, which has made the news of his passing even more confusing and heartbreaking for everyone who knew him. He was someone loved by many in the fashion and beauty world, and his death has left a big hole, especially for Kylie, who worked with him so closely for years. People who were around him said that despite feeling unwell for months, he pushed himself to keep going. He was known for his talent and professionalism, and that's what made him so respected in his field. Even when his health was clearly not the best, he didn't want to stop doing what he loved. He showed up for his clients, traveled across the world, and continued being the creative person that many people admired. Kylie hasn't made many public appearances since Guerrero's passing. Those who follow her closely can tell that she is grieving deeply. Her social media has been quieter than usual, and when she does share something, it often reflects her sadness and how much she is missing her friend. It's not just about losing a hairstylist for her, it's about losing someone who had become a part of her daily life. They spent a lot of time together behind the scenes, preparing for public events, photo shoots, and just everyday life. Timothee seems to be giving her space to deal with her emotions, but also continuing with his own activities. His appearance at the basketball game with Spike Lee wasn't surprising to fans who know how much he loves the Knicks. Watching basketball games is something he enjoys, and it looks like it gives him a break from everything else going on in life. Still, it's hard not to notice that his girlfriend wasn't there, especially during a time when she's going through such a difficult loss. The contrast between Timothee's lively presence at sports events and Kylie's quiet, grieving state has been clear in recent days. While he is out and about, attending games and being seen with other celebrities, she has been trying to process the loss of someone very dear to her. That kind of emotional pain isn't easy to move past quickly, especially when the person who died was not just a coworker, but a friend who had been a part of so many personal and professional moments. Many people in the celebrity world have also shared their sadness about Guerrero's passing. He worked with a lot of well-known clients, and his talent was recognized everywhere. The news of his death shocked many because he was young, energetic, and always seemed to be full of life. Those who knew him personally have said that he was more than just a stylist. He was someone who made others feel good about themselves, who brought creativity into everything he did, and who always gave his best to every task, no matter how big or small. Fans of Kylie have been sending her supportive messages, hoping that she can find strength and comfort during this heartbreaking time. Her connection with Jesus wasn't just about hairstyles and beauty looks. It was about trust, friendship, and spending countless hours together building looks that would be remembered. His passing is a loss not just to her, but to everyone who appreciated his work and his spirit. As for Timothee, it looks like he's trying to be there for Kylie in his own way. While he continues enjoying his interests like basketball, he hasn't said anything publicly about Guerrero's death, but that might be because he's respecting Kylie's privacy and letting her handle things in her own time. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.